Hello and welcome to another PhysTech video. Today we have the Heltec Cube Cell AB02S. It is a LoRaWAN plus GPS module stuck together. We have over here a Helium programmed one to be used as a mapper on the Helium Network. I will go over that a little later, but first I will be unboxing a OEM packaging box of this Heltec, just to give you an idea of what comes in the box. First, we do have the back side here. On the left side is the Air 530Z and a Apex connector for the GPS antenna. On the right side, we do have a 2-pin battery connector for a quote-unquote internal battery or a solar panel. I will explain the internal part in a bit. On the flip side, we have the screen, the Apex connector for the LoRaWAN, a LED status indicator right there, and then 2 buttons. The top one is a user customizable programmable button, and the bottom is just a simple reset button. There is no on and off button because once you plug it in, it is powered. Also on the side is a micro USB port for programming or that external battery source. So you can have a battery plugged in right here, a 3.7 volts, I believe, and then also an external battery if you had it, cased up with a case, or in some fashions I've actually seen people actually just keep it in this box, and this box is the case, and they add a battery inside of it. That is pretty much it for the board itself. Inside the box you have 2 sets of pins for expansion on the board, and then the LoRaWAN antenna, which just does connect on the front side. Do remember that it is on the front side that you will want to just snap this in. Goes in very nice and cleanly. Just make sure to apply pressure evenly and it should just snap in. And on the back side is the GPS one, which is not included here. It is supposable that it does work without a GPS antenna. However, I have not had luck in doing that. Thus, over here, as you can see on this Helium variant that I have, I do have a external antenna for the GPS, as well as the LoRaWAN right here. So moving on, we're actually going to unplug this one and plug back in this one so you can see what the default programming is on one of these straight from the factory. You get a quick RGB test and then kind of a very demo-ish program here that doesn't really do much that I've seen. You can hold the user button and it'll switch the GPS stats, which are going to be 0 for me right now, and then pressing the reset button gives it just a quick reset, and that's pretty much it for that. I'll go over and switch over to the Helium programmed one. And pretty much it will go through a sequence here, and I'll let it play out until we get to GPS searching. But basically what this will do for the Helium network is it will map coverage anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world that you have it programmed for, depending on the frequency. But basically what we are trying to do with the Mappers project is make sure that there is coverage in every area possible covered with our LoRaWAN network, so we can make sure that there is coverage for everyone in this IoT space. So you won't even need a hotspot or a gateway to use the Helium network. It is just a simple plug play scenario. Well, plug, configure, then play scenario. There is still some setup needed for any of these devices, such as the keys. The keys are basically what allows your device to get or the information from your device to get routed to the console that you have added into. And that is pretty much it for this system. It won't get a GPS lock because I am indoors. It's not that powerful, so he'll go to sleep here in a second anyway. I will be selling these with the GPS included, the Helium Mapper programming, and a 3D printed case. So it is an all-in-one package for you to buy and use on the Helium network. I will be setting up that soon on the Heltec website, and I will also give you instructions on how to add it within console and get started with mapping for Helium.